Hi Libra, welcome to your new love reading for 14. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Ace of Pentacles Tarot. Love and support to her, check her out, show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, obviously, but it resonates in other areas of your life. Also, this could be a new development in a current existing situation. All right, Libra. All right. Let's see who we're dealing with here. Okay. See that? Okay, all right. This is interesting. There it goes. Huh. It's over here. All right, for Libra. For Libra. Okay. Queen of Swords, which is Libra. So is this about focusing on yourself this month? All right, Libra. Queen of Swords for you. Oops. All right, for Libra. New love for Libra. So I shuffled prior a little bit. Quick shuffle there. Libra. Two of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Judgment. Ace of Wands. Hanged Man. And the Chariot. Star. So you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancerian, Aquarius. All right. Okay, so, all right. You're not feeling it. And the thing is that, okay, this is somebody from your past that you might have been renegotiating an ending or might be considering, getting back together, that sort of thing. And from what's here, it looks like your time with this person is done. And this is about you moving on as friends, honestly. This is kind of like, it's just sort of it ended, and yet it wasn't ended in the proper time frame. So it's almost like this is really, as far as new love, this is someone from your past coming back in, but you're not feeling it. You're kind of over it. They aren't. And this is about you ending it definitively or letting them know under no uncertain terms that there's just not a chance for that. But perhaps you still want to be friends with them, which is fine. You don't have to. But if you do, fine. But they need to know that it's not there for you. Hangman, we got the Ten of Swords, we got Judgment. We got you kind of, on the fence. No. It's just Ten of Swords about. So here's the thing, that the new situation or the new love is actually somebody from your past coming back in, wanting to see if you can, if you're up for a second chance, because you're the one that got away and you're just like, no. It's just Ten of Swords for Libra. Strength. Oopsie. It's just Judgment for Libra. This Judgment card. Oh, jeez. You've been over there the whole time? Really? So you've been over here and you haven't... Oh gosh, I hope you could hear me the whole time. Just looked down and the thing was gone. Eesh. Hold on a minute. Sorry, Libra. Apparently you were... Yeah, alright, there you are. Okay. What's his Judgment card for Libra? Judgment card. Five of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands? This Ace of Wands for Libra. Magician. Golly, what's this Hangman? Yeah, what's this Hangman? Ace of Pentacles. It's his Chariot. The Hierophant. All right, here's the thing. This has been a situation where you both have stayed in too long. It looks like you don't feel it anymore, but you still feel kind of obligated to try and make this work, or you're still wanting to be in it for whatever reason, but it's not worth it because you're not feeling it. There's control issues on either on your side or on the other person's side, and it's not it's anything but harmonious and a progression of united feelings for each other and caring and best interest and all of that romantic stuff along with the friendship stuff. I was gonna say, okay, in the beginning it was like, okay, friends or whatnot, but the more I'm getting into this, it just feels like this is about both of you needing to let go and accept that this is in fact over. Because neither one of you, well, They are. They're still feeling it, but you're not. But you're like, should I? Or on the fence. And you need to be definitive about it, because this is not gonna. You're not feeling it. And no harm, no foul. You're not. I don't know how well your person's gonna take that, though. I feel like they're gonna try and kind of, God, I hate to say this, but shame you into, like try and bicker and argue and like, I mean, we got the Five of Wands with the Judgment here. Like, what's that all about? Someone's just not going to take no for an answer. Okay, up to a certain point, that's, hey, I get it. You're struggling with a decision. It's not an easy one. Okay, but after a certain point, you need to take no for an answer. So I don't know what your person's doing, but they have a little slack, but not much, because they need to, we got the Magician here and the Five of Wands. So I don't know. I feel like this needs to be conveyed definitively to your person, Libra, that even though you might be on the, well, don't convey that, but you're just not feeling it, and there is no hope for a second chance. And it might be like, okay, we don't, romantically, not us, but friendship wise, maybe. I mean, if this didn't end badly, maybe there's a chance for friendship, but it just feels like, I just don't like the fact that this could turn into somebody kind of not taking no for an answer and wanting to, kind of shame you or bully you or convince you into, well, why not? We were good once, and, I'm really feeling it this time. And it's like, hello? I mean, it has to be more than just how you feel, So, I don't know. I think this is about you transitioning definitively once and for all, conveying that they're under no uncertain terms. I'm good where I'm at. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to revisit the relationship with you. We can continue forward as friends, but I'm not really feeling the whole reconnection romance thing. I mean, that's what you need to say to your person. Because I think they're going to want to really get in there and really, it's like, do not take I know as a challenge, as like, well, you just feel that way now. Yeah, I do. That needs to be honored. That's not a challenge. That's not, an invitation. And I think also too, this is about being assertive about that. I think that you might need to be pretty assertive and put your foot down about where you're at and what you want and what your plans for your life are, or just the fact that this person doesn't factor in too much. With that, this needs to be a hard pass, a hard no. Someone's having a hard time accepting no or letting go. All right. I think it feels like you feel like, in this capacity we're okay, but I don't want it to be any more than that. And the fact that they do and they're kind of insistent about it might ruin the friendship that you'd be willing to have with them. That might put the friendship in jeopardy, and they need to understand that. What else for Libra? This is about you, because the thing is that you're coming into a pretty secure place here. We got the Two of Pentacles and then the Ace of Pentacles. This is you kind of transitioning to that. And they don't factor in that, and you're probably more secure because you're not with them. You've got different plans. You two are on different pages. You kind of moved on. You kind of progressed, but they come back, and you might be reconsidering it. You might be on the fence, and then you decide no, and you need to decide no because there's control issues here. And this is about you probably after this sort of dabbling and reconsidering, you're like, oh, hard pass. No, okay, now I know why we didn't work out the first time. And I really need to kind of set sights on long-term goals for myself. This is not, it's like a learning curve, learning how to go it alone without this person, but you're better for it. Yeah. What else? I don't feel like you really are into this person. And there might be parts of you that be like, well, way back when, or, well, they want me, so no. That's no. That way madness lies. You deserve better. That's for Libra. Not that your person's bad, it's just that you're not into it. So when they come back sniffing around and kind of wanting to really pursue and convince and all that, don't let it make you obligated. Don't let it make you feel obligated, or make you feel like, oh, well, like doubt yourself. You know what I mean? Like second guess yourself. You've started something that you're on the path towards, not another person, but in your personal life, you're cultivating something, whether it's a job, whether it's independence. You've kind of set the tone and the pace for yourself, and you've started down a road, right? Here they come, and maybe they want to be a part of what you're working towards. But the thing is, you've just started on this path and you're in a good place, and it's building towards something for you personally in your life. It's just this newfound independence, stability, efficacy in your life. And now here they come. And I gotta say too, the timing is a little suspect. Like they wait till all the drama's gone and then they come back around again. Do they want what you have? Have they found out that you're in a really good place and they want shelter, or they want it feels hinky. It feels hinky, especially since they really don't want to take no for an answer. They could reach out to you online, or they could just unexpectedly show up. But I just think you need to keep working towards where you're going and kind of, yeah, okay, but as far as any involvement in your life, here are their parameters, but not past that, because this is a very, whatever you've started on is a very independent path for you. It's very, you're going to be blazing a trail for yourself, and it's like you don't really have any attachments. They're not going to be, it's almost like this new thing that you're working towards is going to be much more important than any romantic attachments. And maybe that's why you just kind of want to keep things friendship with this person. They need to get that message clearly, and you need to be protective of your boundaries as far as what you're working on and working towards, because it's something that it feels like you really want, and you don't want to be pulled back into anything or sidelined, or, you know what I mean? You just want to have a really clear trajectory now that you've started down that road. And it feels like this person might be threatened by it. They might not want you to move so fast, or wait a second, or like you just don't want to have to consider anybody else now that you've started down this road. It's almost like doing so, you would take some steps back. It's just not good. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. I feel like you've outgrown this person that's coming back around again. What's this? What else for Libra? Oops. Sorry. 5 of Cups. And the thing is with this is I feel like it's not because of the emotional attachment with this person. It's almost like, oh, what could have been, but you're just not feeling it anymore. And maybe there's sadness in that too. Like, oh, at one time we were such, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh, what could have been, you know? But it feels that way. And actually, where you're headed is where you should be headed. Everything's going along swimmingly. But maybe this is just reminiscing, because you do consider it for a little bit. But I think whatever little incidents might happen in the very beginning of this reconnection, or someone reaching out again, I think it reminds you of why you two are apart, and you quickly course correct. I think your person might have some a little bit difficulty accepting that, though, because I think they feel like they know you in a special way, or they feel like they have special access to you and they need to be more of a priority. And I think that's going to be a shift for both of you. I think you're used to making this person a priority, and I think they're used to being a priority, but you're just not feeling it anymore. And the progress and the movement that you've made is bittersweet, because yes, you're independent now, awesome. But at one time, this relationship with this person, I think, suited you, and it doesn't now. And it's just like, oh, okay, you know? All right. What else for Libra? Oops. Hi. Okay. Open to infinite possibility. And that's this new progression you're on. That's this new path, or wherever you're headed. That's what this is. And we got the star and the star. So 2 wish-fulfilling cards. Over time, things evolve. And the thing is, this doesn't happen overnight. This is a series of choices that you've made that have led to a result that has been long desired. So this is about self-improvement. This is about you starting on a path that's for your best and most good. And it's not that it happens to you, but you've made it happen through a series of choices. So this is just the beginning. And stay on the path and stay open. This relationship with this person, you two had your time, but now it's about you. and what you're moving towards. Feels like a couple of things. Feels like a new job. Feels like new place of living. It feels like a literal fresh start. Surprised the Fool didn't show up. Make the best choices. Yes, because that's what this is. You've just started on this path, and it's a series of choices that are going to get you where you want to be, what your long vision is. It's not going to happen. I think you get that. I think you feel really empowered and you're ready to go. And then here this comes, and it's kind of like a stutter step, but you get back on track, and you need to stay on track because you've got big things waiting for you, and you know it, and you plan for it, and it's what you wanted. And it's going to take time, but you're ready for that too. And you're kind of enjoying the process. You're like, I know, I'm really loving independence right now. But you reconsider a little bit, little stutter step, but you need to get back, and you will, moving forward on your own. And I say on your own because even if you do have other flirtations or little, relationships here and there, it's not going to be anything significant for a while. It feels like for the Libras that I'm reading for, this is about you being very independent for the better part of a year. It's not without relationship or companionship. It's just that nothing's significant for you because your focus is not on a relationship per se. It's on building something. I don't know if it's a, school, or I don't know what it is, but you're working towards something that's going to manifest in about a year, 9 months to a year. So, and it looks like you're okay with that because it's like it's what you want. It's just that here they come again, and there's a little stutter step. So you just keep going forward. You keep on keeping on. All right. What else for Libra? What's for Libra? Two of Wands reversed, okay, and the Queen of Wands reversed. Yep. All right, so this could be, no plans, no anything, either because you kind of go dark and recede. You're just like, whoa, I'm ghosting, I'm removing myself. I'm not going to, respond or whatnot, because you just don't see how this is going to happen. And this is about you being, in this case, maybe you want to date, fine. Maybe you don't want to be in a serious relationship and you just want to date and have intermittent romances here and there because you're really wanting to focus on yourself. But it also could be that your standards have changed and you're like, there's a new sheriff in town. I now know what I want and what I don't want. And I'm in the driver's seat of my life and I'm taking charge. And it's a very assertive stance for you because, you're progressing towards what you want. You're working towards it. Series of choices. So it could be that you're much more assertive than you're used to being, or this person's used to you being. Causes a little friction, but it's necessary. You're blazing a trail. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this is a non-starter with this person. They have a much more vested interest than you do, and you're on to different things. So, okay. All right, Libra. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. You take care.